everyone. I'm Kendria. I need you to go like, follow, and subscribe. Soul Productions.
What's up, everyone? And this is Next Level Thinking. What's up, everyone? It's ready for another great day and another great episode of Next Level Thinking. It's your host, Chris Holmes, always giving you great energy and vibes and much more. But today I have a special guest by the name of
Lady Hale.
Hey, so go ahead and tell the audience, who is Lady Hale?
Well, Lady Hale is just a simple lady who just loved to help her community and loved to help her children in the community. Currently, I am studying for my doctorate in education right now.
You said doctorate.
So I am working on that, and I'm be like, Lord, I have this one class right now. I'm like, oh God, okay, but I'm at a B average, so I'm just holding at a B right now. So, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that. What I do have a food program where last week we serviced 80 seniors and 30 disadvantaged kids here in the city of Houston. And also this week looked like we're going to hit that number for 100 to feeding seniors in our community this week.
Awesome. But we got to backtrack real quick. So how did this idea all just come in form? So it's over here saving the world and just feeding everybody. I may need some cornbread sent over here.
I know that's right. If you ever need anything, you just hit me up. I got you guys. If you need any food, and the good part is all of the food is at no cost to anyone in the
How do I say what?
area.
Say it again. I want to make sure.
It is no cost for anyone that may need food. But my first priority will always be my senior citizen. My second thing will be my children in disadvantaged neighborhoods. That's it. And then everybody else, y'all get what's left. But normally what we do is, because I know a lot of seniors are on certain menus or diets, so I try to get things that they can do. Normally I would do that. I started feeding kids in the Acres Home area because I grew up in Acres Home and Fifth Ward. And so
she represented from our home area.
Yeah, I represented my home area, and I would have my summer feeding program for the kids. So since I was not able for us to get together and for us to talk and everything and to be together with the kids, so that's where it came back, because I always would feed my seniors. So I'm going to make sure that my seniors do get, and I don't know if anybody have me on Facebook. We put, it's a 97-year-old veteran from World War II that visit our food bank. And that's why it's so important for me to make sure these seniors have food, because this man is 97 years old, then served our country. There is no reason why he shouldn't have adequate food every day.
Should have everything his heart desires.
Yes, he should. Yes. And he's on a cane, horrible eyesight, but he do come, and we told him we got him. He don't have to worry about anything. So I make sure he have things like a tuna fish that he can just readily, open like snacks. And if he have meats, we make sure he have those, so he won't be trying to cook at 97 years old.
Right, makes sense. So
yes.
I want to go to want to build a little bit more deeper of who you actually are. So tell us more the ground story of how you became this person just feeding the world and all that much more. Because we learn all this great information about what you're doing.
Right.
But you want to know the actual person, who is.
Well, I grew up in Fifth Ward, and ever since I was little, my grandfather always had a garden in the backyard. So we would have an abundance of fresh fruits and fresh vegetables. So instead of us trying to hog all of it and keep it everything, we would give it out to the community, in the neighborhood, free of charge. My grandfather would never charge anybody. And then I got that also from my mom. She would go out and help. That's how hard the seniors and the veterans. So I grew up always in the community, giving out food, always helping. And then when I had my kids, that's what we taught them too. And right now, even though they're grown on their own, they still do the same thing right now. I don't even have to tell them, because my daughter is helping me feed the seniors right now. And she knows every Wednesday she's already ready. Mom, what we need to do, what are seniors I knew? And by her being like a pre-med student, that helps us a lot, because she can help with like the basic blood pressure, make sure they are not hydrated, just the basic things. So I'm trying to get more pre-med students in there to come in and help us, so we may, service more seniors, because a lot of seniors, they cannot get out there, spread of the pandemic right now. So that's what we do on our own. So I was always raised like that, to help. And if you have an abundance of something, don't try to keep it and hold it in. You share, because you get more blessing when you share with someone instead of you trying to hold everything in.
Okay, so we got to go deeper on that one. So
okay.
that's a life lesson right there. But I got to go and put the little point in that, when you smell that good old cooking, and you just fumes the air in that cornbread,
right.
a lot of good chicken and much more. I'm like, hey, what you cooking over there? It's just something that just brings the love. It's like the home feeling.
Right, and that would no way that I would be able to cook at my house and then know the neighbors down the street don't have any food. And y'all know I do my cooking show, Good Eats with Lady Hale. So I'm always eating, and I tell everybody, if you don't have any food, you don't have anything, please make sure you let me know if you're in the Houston area, because Lady Hale will not be sitting in front of a camera eating, and her people do not have anything to eat. Not going to happen.
So I got to throw this one of the importance of having a giving heart. Always making sure that you give to others and help them receive. Because I'm a strong believer. I know our good mentor always talk about is like the laws of the universe and things like that. Put that energy out there and things like that. You start receiving it in return. So you're putting out positive, good vibes and energy.
Right.
Make an impact into your community. You shall receive it back. But if you put in the opposite, hey, don't be surprised if that wrath come and hits you harder than you expect.
That is so true. It will. That is so true.
Cool. So, like, how do you feel about all that in detail? So, it's your time to shine with the mic.
How do I feel about what?
How do you feel about like the importance of giving throughout your lifetime?
Well, that's all I've ever known, was to be a giver. That's all I've ever known, was to be a giver. Always give, because I believe, no matter how you say it, if it's the universe, you want to say about whatever you want to say, whatever, just like Newton's law, whatever goes up must come out. Whatever you put out gonna come back to you. And I always said, whatever I put out, I want it to be good, because I want it to come back. And if I'm helping somebody, I know I have to be blessed. And not only do you be blessed abundantly. So that means the more you give, the more you can take back in. So that's why I tell people, you cannot have blessings with your hands closed. How can you get more if your hands are closed? You have to be able to give, and don't give selfishly, and don't give just to get on Facebook and say, I fed this many people and I did that, because that's your blessing right there. Because if you're going to do something, you do it from your heart. Now, a lot of times you may see me on there because I do have funders, and I do have people that donate to us all the time from out of state or whatever. So I do take pictures so they can see that. But I'll get the people's permission first. I just don't be broadcasting all over everywhere, Facebook, look what we're doing. It's if they want to be on, I'm fine with that. If not, all I do is just take the sign-in sheet, give me your name and your zip code, phone number, and you're done. That's it. So you have to do things, because you have to watch out for people that's doing things just to be seen. You have to watch out for people that come into your circle. And
that's that wisdom, like reminds me of my grandma. You better keep your eye out.
And another one of our mentors, Mark Davenport, he always tell me, Lady Hale, keep that circle tight, keep it tight. And he told me also, now, if you're the smartest one in your circle, you need to get a new circle. So I had to get new circles, because he said, if you always the person in the circle that everybody goes to, you need to get a new circle. So I definitely had to get a new circle.
And that's what it's all about too.
Yes.
Especially like when you're really trying to take off. Oh, so we're over here having church service now. Okay. All right. So since you want to go on to this round, you are the average.
I'm a licensed minister anyway, so I just try to.
I guess we're gonna go ahead and just.
In a minute, I try to keep it low key, but
we're gonna feel it in the soul.
I try to keep it on the low key, but
and
sometimes it
it
just
just
don't
comes
work
out.
like that.
But
It just natural.
but that is very true, because the people that
Yes.
you have like really tight in your circle do make an
Right,
impact into
right.
your own life. So if you have a lot of people that's doing great things, giving to the community,
Yes.
aiming for the skies and pushing through like any kind of obstacle and much more, 9 times out
Yes.
of 10 you're going to have that same kind of energy vibration to push forward and break all those kind of
You're
boundaries.
right.
And the
You're right.
same
You're
thing
right.
on the other end, if you're having people that's constantly complaining, blaming others, doesn't really have faith in themselves, 9 times out of
I
10,
don't
you
have
can
time
get.
for that. And another thing I want everybody to know, when you have people in your circle, if they always taking and can't bring any value, you have to let them go. And the hardest thing for so many people to do is to let people go. And sometimes people, my grandma always told me, sometimes people are just coming to your life for a season, but we try to keep them in there for a lifetime. And that's where we get messed up. So when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. I don't have a problem with saying, look, your season is up here. You have to go, because you will be in the way of me receiving my blessing. You will be in the way of me blessing somebody else, because you're not supposed to be there in that season. And if I'm not supposed to be there with you in that season, then I'm going to miss the will of God, and my seniors and my kids and whoever else I'm supposed to bless are going to miss that blessing because I was not in the right place.
Hey, I completely agree with that. Because like when you said that, that reminded me straight from like the Tyler Perry on the stage play. You got some
Yeah.
people that's like, it's like seasons. Seasons.
That's
Got little
it. And my
leaves that.
grandparents taught me that all the time. Everybody's not meant to stay in your life forever, and we have to learn that. But we so busy trying to hold on and hold on. But I'm just saying, if somebody want to get out of your
Open
circle,
the
I let them
door.
go. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem.
See,
You got to go.
I'll swing the
We
door
will
open.
dismiss you in a minute. Yeah, I'm too old for that. Trying to keep people. I'm like, this is. I tell my husband, they don't need to be around us. It's time for them to go. Oh, it's time for us to go. Let's go. I'll do it in a minute.
Hey, Lady Hale has spoken. I'm trying to.
That's why it's called Real Talk with Lady Hale. We don't cut no corners. It is what it is.
That's what it
And
is.
we don't mean to offend anybody, but that is the truth. I'm only trying to help all of us get to the next level, get to our blessing, get to where we need to be. But as we're going up, we have to realize everybody cannot go up with us. Everybody can't walk into your anointing. Everybody can't walk into the blessings with you. So, why drag them along? They don't want to be there anyway. Just cut them off. That's it.
That's very well said. It kind of reminds you of like one of the things I said a while back. I said, like, when you're ready to take off and to receive
Yes.
lessons and much more, it's just like, think of a plane. If
Yes.
you're ready to take off, but for some
It's ready
reason
to go.
it's ready to go.
And
But
at that gate, if you're not on that plane, I don't even care if you have your ticket. You're not getting on that plane. Once they close that door, that's it.
That's it.
They're
But
not opening it no
what
more.
happens to a lot of people is like when they're ready to take off, they have too much weight on there and they're just
Come on now.
stuck on the runway, and they're like, why can't I just take off?
Why can't I take off?
I'm going as fast as I can, but I'm getting
Too
all the
much dead
speed.
weight.
And
Too much dead weight. Nope. Not doing it. I done got to a place in my life, if it's not working, if it's not in the will of God, I don't try to force things and make things work, because all things work together for them who love the Lord. So if it's going to work, it's going to work. So I don't have to make anything work. If you're supposed to be there, you're supposed to be there. Just like I truly support you and whatever you do, I'm always posting your video, posting everything, because I do it generally from my heart. And I don't even ask for anything. I just do it because that would be the right thing to do, to support a young brother that's on his way up, that's doing something. So when you meet that billionaire status, don't forget Lady Hale back there.
You ain't gonna let me either.
Don't forget when you get that billion, that private jet. Just let me ride 1 or 2 times. That's all I ask.
3. So like, I'm gonna go ahead and like pivot this towards your business. Is there any kind of challenges that you had to face and overcome on your growth?
Well, for as the business wise, what I have learned, A lot of people, because most of my business, I'm in the process of opening up a charter school. I have the nonprofit, which is Justice for All, and that will be coming on to our podcast a little bit. That's where all the children ages, I take them from 5 all the way up to 21. You come in, we talk about the fears, because a lot of my kids have seen George Floyd murdered right before their eyes, and a lot of kids are afraid. But like I said, most of the people in growing a business, I had a lot of backlash from people who look like me. That was my problem.
I had to look around again.
Look like me, not for other people. They look exactly like me. Calling the state board, just all kind of making up lies and all kind of things like that. And then I would have to go to the other side and get other people that don't look like me to come to my defense and say, well, we investigate this and this is not correct. Well, like I said, for as growing, my particular thing was the people that look like me, who were trying to destroy me, trying to destroy my good name in the community, just trying to destroy everything.
Now, wait a minute. Now, that right there is a strong, I feel like so many people can relate to this.
Yes,
in their own kind of personal.
I'm being honest. If you can't have me on your show, if you don't want the truth, don't have me on your show. That's it. It's real talk with Lady Hale. If you don't want me on your show, because I'm going to tell you the truth. And that's what it is. I had a lot of crying nights, a lot of praying, a lot of fasting, but because of my strength that I had, and that's what I tell people, you have to have strength within yourself. Get thick skin. No matter what anybody is saying, you know what God told you to do. You know where you're supposed to be, so you keep on going. So I tell them you can either have stepping stone, or you can have someone to come in. I choose to have stepping stones instead of stumbling blocks. So the more you keep on, I'm going to keep on stepping. I'm not going to let you be a stumbling block in my life.
Hey, she sound that very confident. I just wanted to let y'all feel that vibration that just kind of went through the screen in the airways.
And that's coming way deep from in my soul, because if I fail, that means my seniors, like that 97-year-old man, he won't get his food. My kids won't get their education. They won't have a positive role model to look up. So when you fail, that means whoever you're supposed to bless, they're not going to get the blessing because you were out of place and you failed because somebody said you couldn't do it, you wasn't good enough, you wasn't this and you wasn't that, you think you all of this. But I said, well, praise God anyhow, and I keep on going.
Hey, no, well, wait a minute. I gotta go ahead and get the fire hose because you just spending way too much fire here. That's that truth. I gotta go ahead and try to.
Don't bring me on y'all show. That's why I can't be on these shows. They like, she can't come on these shows. That's fine.
I hear right now, like, ma'am, this is a gospel show.
It's a gospel show.
We have Christian viewers. We have to be kind to the heart.
You supposed to talk about the love of God. Well, what about all them that stabbing me? Not in your back anymore. They stabbing you right there while you're looking at them.
And looking right in your face.
Right, looking right in my face. You gonna lie right to my face. And I know you did. I saw you did. I was there. Don't y'all know that we got Facebook? Everybody got cameras now, and you gonna lie and tell me you didn't do it. Okay, well, if you got to lie like that, I can't trust you. You got to go.
Straight from Lady Hale. We getting multiple quotes.
You might not want me back on your show no more.
Oh no, I'm gonna bring you back because I guarantee you, I'm gonna be like, man, who was Lady? I mean, you need to bring that sister back. She spoke the truth.
Real talk with Lady Hale.
She had my whole table and family just routed up. She was like, "Speak it, sister. Speak it. Speak it."
I know that's right. Well, it's better. And I tell people, I'm not fake. I'm just real. What you see is what you get. And that's so many people put on this facade. They put on the fake faith, but deep down inside, you're breaking. Deep down inside, you're really hurting and crying. But yet you get up, and I understand that because I've been there. You have to get up and you have to put your best foot forward. You have to smile. But on the inside, get your inside straight, because whatever's in you is coming out of you. So if you put goodness, mercy, grace, charity, whatever it is, it has to come up, and nothing can overcome that.
And I'm glad. So, which brings me to another great point is the importance of making sure that yourself is together and having the foundation.
Yes.
Because I know way too many people, and I'm not going to lie, in the beginning, I was thinking like this too, is of course, they want to save the world and other things and much more with all this great things and much more,
Yes.
but they're
Yes.
broken themselves.
Come
So,
on now.
and they're like, well, why am I not able to make the big impact that I want? Because you yourself, you gotta look yourself in the mirror. You're not
You
sorry.
can't even help yourself. How you gonna help somebody else?
I'm just gonna toss you the mic. Just go ahead, keep. No, I feel like you have some more words in that. Keep going, because that came for yourself.
You can't help if you can't help yourself. How am I help somebody else? And another thing, we in our community, I'm talking about our community, we don't want to talk about mental illness. And we know, I'm sure if you look
I'm
through
about to
your
get up out
family,
of this
I
seat.
look
Keep
through
going.
mine, there's plenty folks that's there. We already know, but we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to say that. That's why I tell a young girl, you better watch who he around. Go check out his family, because them people know he crazy and they not gonna tell you nothing. Dodge the bullet. Let's go, because we do not want to talk about mental illness, and it is here and it's in our families.
Deep rooted as well.
I'm leaving you speechless.
No, I'm loving this. This is entertaining for me. I should
It's
buy me like
true.
a
We have
popcorn or
mental
something.
illness in our family, just like cancer. We don't want to talk about cancer. One lady told me her husband had a brain tumor. I said, well, we can just pray. Oh no, we're not gonna speak about it. I'm not going to the doctor. That's crazy. If he has a brain tumor, and y'all know he has a brain tumor,
Better speak
I'm
up.
thinking something mentally ill is wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with going to the doctor, because God gave the doctors plenty of knowledge. I'm not saying my first choice gonna always be God. He is the one that's the healer and he is the deliverer. But I will go to the doctors, but they have some knowledge that I do not have. But I know if it's my time up, my time is up, and that's just it. But until then, I'm going to the doctor, but I'm gonna trust God first, and I'm gonna believe in his healing, his anointing, and his power. And I was telling somebody this morning, you know, a lot of times in the church, you have all these faith healers. They want you to come to the church. Why do y'all never go to the hospital where the real people are sick and do your healing there? That's what I
Hey,
do.
that's
I
that.
love to go to the hospitals and pray with people and see God bring people out, see God deliver. Because if you work and you operate in your gift, wherever God sends you, people will be healed. So I love to go to the hospitals. I love you call me to the cancer centers. That's where I love to go.
Okay, I can already see right now. I'm about to bring you back because you just spend so much fire and things like that. But to review,
Hey, real
hey.
talk with Lady Hale. I done told y'all. I done told y'all, don't bring me on these shows if y'all don't want to hear the truth. That's why I can't go on them Christian shows. They don't want me on them shows. They like, oh Lord, no, she can't come here.
Lord
We
have
can't
mercy,
have her here.
Jesus. So,
I get put out every time. So it is what it is. So I'm used to it.
so go ahead and close out with a strong statement and tell of all your social media handles and things like that, so they can. Well, you
Okay,
go ahead and
yes.
say
And
your
I
whole
want to
show again too.
Okay. First of all, you can always reach me at Good Eats with Lady Hale. That's my Facebook page for my cooking, my mukbang show, all food. And I have Justice for All, which we will be talking to the youth ages 5 to 21, any fears they may have after George Floyd. And my email is justice, JESTUICE, for all 1608 at gmail.com. And thanks to you, I do have a YouTube channel, Good Eats with Lady Hale at dinner time. So go to my YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe there, because we have a lot of going on there. And you can always call me. My phone number is everywhere. It's 832-417-1696. Again, that's 832-417-1696. And I just want to tell everybody, if you're in the Houston area and you need food, make sure you call me, because I partnered up with some people. We're giving away free bicycles. We're giving away free books. We're giving away free food, and we're giving away free clothing. So if it's anything you may need, please contact me. My number is 832-417-1696. And remember, did y'all hear me say free? We don't ask you for anything. We don't ask you for a donation. We ask you for nothing. Just your name, your phone number, and your zip code. That's it.
Cool. Now go ahead and give us the last few encouraging words so they can think on it.
I just want to encourage your listeners out there. If you're in the process of starting a business or you're starting a nonprofit organization, I just want you to hold on and know that if it's for you, it's for you. If God has put that in your heart, Yes. Did you hear it? I think it said you muted me. Can you hear me? I think I may have lost you. Can you hear me? I'm not unmuted.
Hey, it happens on the show. Okay, we're good. All right. So the last little part. It's all good. It's real.
Okay. I wanted to tell anyone out there that's listening to me right now, if you're in the process of starting a business, a nonprofit, going back to school, getting your education. See, they told me because I was in my 50s, I could not go back to school. But look where I am getting my doctorate education right now. But I want to encourage you that whatever's in your heart, whatever your passion is, you go for it. Don't let anyone distract you. And if you're having problems and somebody distracting you, hey, hit Lady Hale up. She'll take care of it for you.
Hey, we're going to go ahead and close that out with that.
Yes, sir.
So it's your host, Chris Holmes, as always, on Next Level of Thinking, helping you break it to the next level. That's what it's all about. And I have my lovely and straight raw, true.
Can't go on the Christian show, though.
Special guest. Special guest.
They're not going to have me. They won't have me.
Special guest by the name of Lady Hale. So make sure you subscribe, comment, keep the motivation going and energy, because that's how we all learn from each other. So that's with that, true. Hey, very true. So let's go ahead, take it to the next level, and see you on the next episode. Peace.
See you next time. Thank you so much.